The allure of the Olympic Games often paints a glamorous picture of the athletes who compete. The bright lights and the idea of representing your country could be the pinnacle of athletics in competition. However, behind the scenes, the financial realities for these world-class competitors are complex and challenging. With the Paris 2024 Summer Olympics approaching, the focus shifts to the athletes striving for gold in France from July 26th to August 11th, 2024. We will delve into the financial aspects of Olympic athletes' lives, examining how they earn their money, the sustainability of their careers, and the financial support structures in place. Top athletes like Simone Biles and Michael Phelps have set a precedent for Olympic success, translating into significant financial gains. Simone Biles, with her numerous sponsorship deals from brands like Nike, Athleta, and Beats by Dre, and Michael Phelps, with his endorsements from Under Armour, Omega, and Visa, represent the financial pinnacle many athletes aspire to reach. However, these cases are exceptions rather than the rule. Simone Biles and Michael Phelps have achieved significant net worth through their athletic achievements and endorsement deals. Simone Biles, despite her unparalleled success in gymnastics, has earned the majority of her wealth from endorsements rather than competition winnings. In 2023, she was the 9th highest earning female athlete globally, making around $8.5 million before taxes and fees. Her net worth is estimated at $16 million, largely thanks to lucrative endorsement deals with brands like the Hershey Company, Uber Eats, Kellogg's, and Athleta, among others.
This is the sweetest thing anyone's ever done.
Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympian with 28 medals, has a net worth of $100 million. His success in the pool translated into substantial endorsement deals, which also include Speedo and AT&T. At the height of his career, Phelps consistently maintained an impressive portfolio of endorsements, contributing significantly to his wealth.
I will.
Comparing these figures to athletes from 30-plus years ago, such as Michael Johnson, Usain Bolt, and Bruce Jenner, reveals a notable increase in earnings. Michael Johnson, a retired sprinter with a net worth of $14 million, earned much of his wealth through his Olympic success and endorsements, though not at the same scale as today's athletes. Usain Bolt, with a net worth of $90 million, capitalized heavily on endorsements, particularly with Puma, which paid him $9 million annually. Bolt's income from appearances and endorsements far outstripped his competition winnings. Bruce Jenner, now Caitlyn Jenner, won the decathlon gold at the 1976 Olympics, setting a world record.
Jenner's going to do it. He's won the gold, but he's going after the record.
Post-athletics, Jenner pursued various business ventures and media appearances, leading to a net worth of $25 million. Unlike modern athletes, Jenner's earnings from endorsements and media were significant, but modest compared to the astronomical figures seen today. Overall, the financial landscape for athletes has evolved dramatically, with current stars like Biles and Phelps earning substantially more through endorsements and media engagements than their predecessors. For most athletes, the journey to the Olympics is fraught with financial difficulties. Many Olympians struggle to make ends meet, relying on a combination of sponsorships, grants, and part-time jobs to fund their training and competition expenses. Sponsorship deals are a primary source of income for many Olympic athletes. Companies eager to associate their brands with the prestige of the Olympics often support athletes. The iconic orange Wheaties cereal box has been honoring athletes on their packaging for more than 80 years, starting with baseball legend Lou Gehrig in 1934. Wheaties, then still an emerging cereal brand, sponsored radio broadcasts of the minor league baseball team, the Minneapolis Millers. After Minnesota advertiser Knox Reeves penned the now famous slogan, "The Breakfast of Champions," the cereal expanded its baseball broadcasting partnerships to over 100 different stations. Once Lou Gehrig appeared on the back of the box, numerous athletes began vying for a spot, and by the 1939 All-Star Game, 46 out of the 51 players were endorsed by Wheaties. The cereal quickly extended beyond baseball players and soon began including Olympic athletes. In 1935, track and field gold medalist Babe Didrikson became the first Olympian as well as the first female athlete to be featured. She was soon followed by Olympic diver Jane Fonts and speed skater Kit Klein. Since then, Olympians and Paralympians from all different sports have been honored. Caitlyn Jenner, who competed at Montreal 1976 as Bruce, was featured on the cover in 1977. Jenner's cover remains one of the most valuable in the eyes of collectors, sometimes reaching hundreds of dollars at auction.
Wheaties has been on my breakfast table since I was a kid.
There also exists an elite group of athletes who have made multiple Wheaties box appearances. Muhammad Ali has twice been featured, while Mary Lou Retton and Michael Phelps have both been featured 3 times. In 2018, Paralympic track and field great Doug Air became the first Paralympian on the front of a Wheaties box. Atlanta 1996 has had a strong showing on Wheaties with athletes including swimmers Tom Dolan and Amy Van Dyken, track and field stars Michael Johnson and Dan O'Brien, and the 1996 women's gymnastics team. Most recently, track and field legend Tommy Smith was honored on a limited edition Wheaties box debuting in April 2021. However, securing these deals can be challenging, especially for athletes in less popular sports or those who are not consistently in the media spotlight. The disparity means that while some athletes can support themselves comfortably through sponsorships, many others cannot. National Olympic Committees, NOCs, provide varying levels of financial support to athletes. In the United States, athletes receive funding from the United States Olympic and Paralympic Committee, USOPC, through grants, stipends, and other financial assistance programs. However, this support is often insufficient to cover all expenses, especially for athletes in sports with high training and equipment costs. Conversely, countries like the UK, through programs like UK Sports World Class Program, offer more substantial financial support based on performance. Despite such programs, many athletes still need additional income sources to sustain their careers. Winning an Olympic medal can result in significant financial rewards, but these vary widely by country. For example, Singapore offers its gold medalists $737,000, one of the highest payouts globally. Conversely, countries like New Zealand, Norway, and Sweden do not provide any cash rewards for Olympic medals, leaving athletes reliant on other income sources. In the UK, while direct financial rewards for medals are not given, athletes receive up to £60,000 annually in funding, contingent on their performance. This support helps cover living expenses and training costs, but is not enough to ensure financial security for most athletes. Training for the Olympics is a full-time job, demanding immense time and financial resources. Athletes often spend years preparing for the Games, incurring significant expenses along the way, including costs for coaching, equipment, travel, and medical care. Balancing these expenses with limited income opportunities is a constant challenge for many. Given the financial pressures, some athletes work as coaches, trainers, or infields related to their sports, while others take on unrelated jobs to make ends meet. Scholarships and grants from various organizations provide crucial financial support to many athletes. These funds can come from sports federations, educational institutions, private foundations, and government programs. While helpful, such support is often competitive and not guaranteed, leaving many athletes to navigate financial uncertainties. Effective financial planning is essential for Olympic athletes to navigate their careers and post-athletic lives. Many athletes work with financial advisors to manage their earnings, investments, and expenses. This planning is crucial to ensure long-term financial stability, particularly as athletic careers are often short and unpredictable. The financial pressures faced by Olympic athletes can have significant mental and emotional impacts. The stress of balancing training, competition, and financial responsibilities can lead to burnout, anxiety, and depression. Support systems, including mental health resources and financial counseling, are crucial to help athletes manage these pressures. Many national Olympic committees and sports organizations recognize the importance of mental health and provide resources to support athletes. Access to sports psychologists, counseling services, and stress management programs can help athletes cope with the unique challenges of their careers. Financial literacy programs and counseling can equip athletes with the skills to manage their finances effectively. Understanding budgeting, investments, and financial planning can help athletes make informed decisions about their money and prepare for life after sports. The financial realities of Olympic athletes can vary greatly depending on the sport. Athletes in high-profile sports such as swimming and gymnastics often have more opportunities for sponsorships and media exposure, leading to better financial stability. In contrast, athletes in less popular sports may struggle to gain recognition and financial support. Team sports like basketball, soccer, and hockey often have more financial stability due to league salaries and team sponsorships. For example, basketball players who compete in the Olympics often have lucrative contracts with professional teams. Individual sports athletes, like those in track and field or swimming, rely more heavily on individual sponsorships and prize money, making their financial situation more precarious. Winter Olympic athletes often face additional financial challenges compared to their Summer Olympic counterparts. The smaller global audience and fewer sponsorship opportunities for winter sports can result in lower earnings. Additionally, the high cost of training and equipment for sports such as skiing and bobsledding can further strain athletes' finances. The International Olympic Committee, IOC, plays a significant role in the financial ecosystem of Olympic sports. Through broadcasting rights, sponsorship deals, and revenue distribution, the IOC generates substantial income that is redistributed to various stakeholders, including national Olympic committees and international sports federations. The sale of broadcasting rights for the Olympic Games is a major revenue source for the IOC. These deals generate billions of dollars, which are used to fund the organization of the Games and support athletes worldwide. Sponsorship deals with multinational corporations also contribute significantly to the IOC's revenue. The IOC redistributes a portion of its revenue to national Olympic committees, international sports federations, and organizing committees for future games. This financial support helps fund athletes' development programs, training facilities, and other initiatives that benefit athletes. However, the distribution process of the amount allocated to each country and sport can vary, affecting the level of support athletes receive. There is a growing advocacy for better financial support and policies to ensure the sustainability of athletes' careers. Organizations and athletes are calling for increased transparency in revenue distribution, better compensation for medalists, and more comprehensive support programs. Clear guidelines and accountability can ensure that more resources reach the athletes who need them most. Benefits such as health insurance and retirement plans are also being pushed for and discussed. Training for the Olympics is akin to holding a full-time job. Athletes dedicate countless hours each week to rigorous training regimens, often leaving little time for other activities, including earning additional income. The demands of preparing for the Paris 2024 Olympics involve not only physical training, but also mental preparation, nutrition planning, and recovery time, all of which are crucial for peak performance. The balancing act of maintaining financial stability while training for the Olympics is a common challenge. Some athletes turn to crowdfunding platforms to raise funds for fans and supporters, while others might engage in speaking engagements, coaching clinics, or other activities related to their sport to generate income. Despite these efforts, the financial pressures can be immense, and the support from various organizations and the public remains crucial. The financial landscape for Olympic athletes is diverse and challenging. While top-tier athletes like Simone Biles and Michael Phelps enjoy substantial earnings from sponsorships and endorsements, the average Olympian's financial journey is fraught with difficulties. Understanding and addressing these financial realities is essential to support athletes in their pursuit of Olympic glory and beyond. The Paris 2024 Summer Olympic Games will showcase the world's best athletes, but it's crucial to recognize the financial struggles many face. The lights are bright and the stages can be tall, but the average life behind the camera is often no different than the average person. Financial struggles are very common, And the grind of being on the podium is also impacted by the grind to just get by, day to day, on very limited financial means. By improving support structures and advocating for better policies, we can help ensure that the pursuit of Olympic dreams is financially sustainable for all athletes.